everyone, my name is Vina, aka Miss WOC Reader, and welcome back to my channel. So it's a bright sunshiny day. I am sipping on my favorite chai tea, and I'm thinking about like my favorite black small town romances. I heard people did want some more recs, and I haven't done a standalone romance video yet, so I figured that was the perfect time to do some recs. I don't know, I'm like one of those weird people. I feel like I never have enough recs for a recommendation video, and I want like a lot of different options for you guys. But I actually have read a good amount of small town romance. I'm not always into slow burn, but when I am, these are kind of the books that I run to. And a lot of them are category romances. I feel like if you mainly read trad romance and you're sleeping on category romance, you are missing a lot of black authors, because to be honest, that is where the majority of black authors are in trad. And Harlequin is doing some good things over there as far as diversity, so they're worth checking out, at least compared to the other romance imprints. They're not really giving the way Harlequin has been giving lately. So there's some great authors over here. I have some great authors on the list, and I'm excited to share them with you guys. I'm going to start with a throwback. So this one is out of print. However, it's available via Hoopla, and you can also buy it on like Amazon. This one is Something About You by Bridget Anderson. This is the third book in the series. You don't have to read the series in order because they all follow different couples. And if you like this one, it's worth checking out the other ones. There's 3 more. And she also does some indie stuff now. So if you like this stuff, she's worth checking out on the indie end also. This one follows Kyla, who works at her family's bed and breakfast / organic farm in Kentucky. And she is a PhD student who is trying to find ways to basically end hunger across America. She meets this MLB player. His name is Miles, and he has kind of like the same goal as her, but he's not quite sure how to go about it. And she's just trying to show him, that you can go about it without feeding everybody food that's full of all those GMOs and other stuff that is slowly killing us. And it's really cute watching them like farm together, and I just, this is one of those small town ones that I really love. So my next one is The Cowboy's Claim, which is by Nina Crespo, and this one is the first in a series. So there are 2 more books in this series, and then there is a spin-off series, and it takes place at this small town family-owned stable in Maryland. And you're following Chloe, who is an actress. She's trying out for this role, and in this role she has to be able to know how to ride horses. So to feel comfortable on these horses, she decides to get this hands-on training. She shows up in her nice boots in the stable, and Tristan is like, no, that girl is not serious. And he's like immediately not vibing with her. But she has to show him, she's able to get down and dirty and do what needs to be done around the stable. Another one set in small town Maryland is this one by Lacey Baker. It is The Sweetest Valentine. So the main story is set around Valentine's Day. There's this wine and chocolate festival, and a Hollywood actor comes to town and kind of sweeps this chocolatier off her feet. If it sounds like a Hallmark type of story, it definitely is. And funny enough, Lacey Baker has written at least 2 books that were the novelization of Hallmark movies. So she captures those types of vibes well, and this one is like a novella, but there's 2 novellas in here because there's also a little Christmas one that's really cute, and it's a part of this big series. So if you kind of like the vibe she's giving, You can definitely check out the rest of the series. She also writes as AC Arthur. That stuff is a little more steamy and different. This is her cutesy small town stuff, but super cute, very quick read. Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl by Joya Goffney. So this is a lot of people's favorite book of 2022, and it was definitely one of my faves. I really enjoyed it. I like how Joya Goffney writes these small town YA romances in general. This is set in small town Texas, and like, yeah, you have the romance, which is really super cute, like, but you also have this beautiful story about this girl discovering how her body works and like learning to listen to it and understand it, while also dealing with her complicated feelings towards Christianity. And the Reggie, who is a love interest in here, I like that he is a nice guy, but he also has a bit of swag, because I find that sometimes when I read like YA black romance, like the guys, they're just focused on him being like super sensitive and cute, and he has the therapy and he has to be kind of perfect, and Reggie is not perfect, and that's okay. Like, her mom definitely ain't into him. He has this reputation for like being the bad boy, and it's a lot of fun. Second Chance on Cypress Lane by Reese Ryan. So this is book 1 in a series. Book 2 is coming out within the next few months, so that's worth checking out. And this one is set in coastal South Carolina, and it is, like the title suggests, a second chance romance. So Dakota is this reporter who had a bit of a scandal, and it kind of ruined her reputation, so she had to go back to her small town of Holly Grove Island to recoup. And this is one of those places where everybody is up in your business. So her ex-boyfriend Dexter comes back to town because he's trying to develop these resorts nearby for the company that he works for, and she's showing him around town again, and they're vibing and trying to pick up where they left off. And I thought it was really cute. It is a bit of a slow burn. And then we have one of my favorite series. I feel like I talk about this one a lot on here, but that's just because I want people to pick it up. And also it has audiobooks, which not a lot of Harlequin books have audiobooks. So the audio narration is really, really good and worth listening to. So my favorite one is Careless Whispers by Cynthia Williams. It is the third book in the Jackson Fall series. I also have here Foolish Hearts, which is the fourth book. I think my favorite books in this series would be 3, 4, and then 2, and then 1. One's not bad, it's just not my favorite. Like, I didn't click with the couple as much. Elena is my favorite character in the series, and she has a reputation for being a bit of a bitch. Like, I mean, she really is not that easy, but she has her kind of reasons. Her family is a dysfunctional mess. They put a lot of pressure on her growing up to like groom her to take over the family business. Her dad is like your classic like soap opera style patriarch. Like, if you've ever watched Dallas or like The Young and the Restless, he's that dude. And he has been putting a lot of pressure on her to take over the family business. She does something that he doesn't like. He fires her abruptly and then hires Alex in her place. So she hates Alex because like that was supposed to be her role, and he took it from her. And she does have to reach out to him though, because she's trying to start up her own business and finds out that this business she's trying to start up, like one of the companies she wants to work with, is his family's. So he kind of like realizes, you know, Elena is not as bad as everybody says she is. She has her reasons for being the way she is. And I really enjoyed this one. I thought the writing was so good. For this one follows her cousin Ashia, and it's another really good one. Like, this one has like a little bit of that romantic suspense going on, because we're following this mystery of like the love interest Russell and what, like, the disappearance of his brother. So that's pretty cool to follow. But also Ashia finds out that she inherited this company from on her dad's side that she was never interested in. So she's going to a different part of South Carolina to meet with that family and get to know them a little bit better. And then my last one I have is Somebody That I Used to Know by Dana L. Davis. And Somebody That I Used to Know is super cute. It's set in small town Iowa. I really enjoyed reading this one last year. Like, Dana L. Davis for the most part does really great books, but like her last two have been more romance versus like that hard-hitting contemporary. Not that there wasn't some like stuff that really hit in here. We're following a girl who is a transracial adoptee, and she has these big dreams of becoming this violinist at Juilliard, and she is like pushing herself so hard to nail this audition. Well, one of her childhood friends is now a famous R&B singer, and she hasn't talked to him in a few years because she feels like he abandoned her. He comes back to town after having been placed under a conservatorship by his mother because like his life seemed to just be spiraling out of control, and so his mother had to take charge. And he's trying to prove to his mother that he can do well on his own so that he can go on this world tour. And so he's like, I'm gonna prove to you that I'm the same old me by linking back up with this old friend. And you know, because she is a transracial adoptee, like, nobody around her looks like her. She's in this very white small town. So he's kind of like coming back, and he's like, girl, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you wearing your hair like that? Why are you wearing like colored contacts? And he kind of like helps her come out of her shell a little bit and be more comfortable in her skin. Not in like a bad way, 'cause I feel like some people could take that the wrong way. Like, she has a lot of insecurities because of the environment that she's in, and he's just trying to help her, you know, come out of her shell a little bit more. Like, it's hard when you're in a very, very white environment and you don't have any black representation to look upward to, like, kind of, you know, remain connected to yourself. And he's trying to like pull her out of that, and he's trying, like, she's really into just like her path to success and doing the violin. And he's like, you can have fun too, you can relax, like, you can blend classic with current, and it's super cute. I really enjoyed it. So those are the romances that I wanted to recommend to you today. Let me know if you have any black small town romance that you really enjoyed, that you want to recommend to me in the comment section below. If you liked this video, make sure and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll definitely talk to you guys soon. Bye!